Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I've got 5 dribbling drills that you can do even if you've only got a little bit of space. So you can do these inside your house, anywhere that you can just find a little bit of space, you can complete all 5 of these drills. So this is the setup. I've created a square. All 5 drills are going to be completed within this square. So each cone is 4 steps apart from each other, and then 4 steps across, and that's going to form your square. You just need a handful of cones and a ball. If you don't have cones, you can use anything you have lying around the house. You can use water bottles, you can use rolled up socks, anything you have just to mark out these courses. So drill number 1 is very simple. We're just going to place a cone down, and 2 steps away from it, 1, 2, we're going to place another cone. And all we're going to do, this is a great way to get warmed up, work on that close ball control. We're going to weave in and out in a figure of 8 pattern using the inside and outside of our right foot. So lots of little touches, getting around the corners, trying to keep it as close as possible. As you can see, I'm taking a touch of the ball with every single step, just working on that close ball control. I've got a slight bend in my knees for a low center of gravity, and then you can keep your head up as well as you get more confident with it. So you can do that for 30 seconds, then you can repeat it with your left foot, then you can go into a round of inside of the feet only, and then you can also do a round of inside and outside of both feet. So you're getting a lot of touches in here, working on that close ball control. So repeat this one using all those different surface areas for 30 seconds for each one. Drill number 2 is going to be a cone weave with a slight twist so that you can complete it within this 4x4 square. Again, if you don't have this amount of room, you can modify the size of the square. You can do a 3x3 or a 2x2, so just work with the space that you have. But you're going to place 1 cone in the center of your square, and you're going to place 2 cones or objects either side of that center cone. So 2 on the opposite side as well. So as you can see, that forms 1 line which we can do a cone weave with. And then either side, you're going to place another 2 cones. So here and here. So just by overlapping the lines like this, now we can get a lot more touches even in this small space here. So this is what it's going to look like. We're going to weave in and out of the cones. Then each time you hit the middle, you're going to turn the corner. So as you hit the middle, turn the corner until you've got all the way around all 4 lines. Then you can rest. Then you can go in the opposite direction as well. My recommendation is going 3 in one direction and 3 in the opposite direction. Make sure you're trying to use all the different surface areas of the foot. So if you use the inside and outside the first time through, make sure you use some sole, laces, inside and outside. Try and get as many touches as you possibly can to get comfortable with all the different surface areas of the foot. Drill number 3 is going to allow us to work on some of our dribbling moves. So this is how we set it up. Get to each corner, then face the middle of the square. Take 1 step in, place a cone down. Get to the next one, 1 step in, place a cone down. Next corner, 1 step in, place a cone down. And the final corner, 1 step in, and place a cone down. So as you can see, through that we've formed another square within the bigger square. All we're going to do is start at any edge. We're going to dribble into the middle, slowly make our move, and then we're going to exit at the next side of the square. So we're really focusing on changing speed and changing angle. So we dribble in slowly, throw your step over, and explode out. Then you can come in again, explode, and off we go. And then once you've got all 4 corners, you can do the same move in the opposite direction. So this time I can use my left foot, or you can change the move up altogether. So you can drag it back, use the outside of the foot, you can do an L drag, whatever you want. Be creative with this one, but try and go through each move all the way around the square and all the way back. So you're working on both feet, and you can do as many moves as you could possibly think of. for drill number 4, we're going to work on our turns now. So we need to find the middle of the square. So we need to count how many steps across. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 6 steps across. So 1, 2, 3 is halfway. That should find the middle of the square. And what we're going to do is we're going to dribble into the middle, get around the cone, but come out at an angle. So we're working on those 90-degree turns. And once we get to the edge of the square, we're going to work on our 180-degree turns. So really working on a lot of different turns. You can be as creative as you want. Start simple. So I like to dribble to the middle, use the outside of the foot, cut out to the side, 180 degrees. Again, cut, dribble to the middle, cut, 180 degrees, all the way back to the start. So for this one, I would just recommend being creative with it. Use the outside of the foot, the inside of the foot, use some Cruyff turns, but just work on those sharp turns, turning 90 degrees and 180. And for the final drill, we're going to work on some close control once again. All we're going to do is randomly throw our objects down. So if you have cones, throw them down in a random fashion. If you have water bottles, if you have shoes, anything you have, just chuck it down randomly. And these are going to be your objects that you have to avoid. I like to call this the minefield drill because you have to avoid those mines. So all you're doing is having the ball at your feet and you're just dribbling around the square, just avoiding those objects. So you can use the inside and outside of both feet, use the sole, whatever you want. You could throw a step over in there if you wanted to. Just be creative, try and avoid hitting the cones as much as you possibly can. Try and go for 30 seconds, you can extend it if you want, try and go all the way for a minute without touching any of the cones. So there we go guys, there's 5 drills that you can complete without much room whatsoever. So you can do this inside, stay sharp and on top of your dribbling, even when you don't have much space to train with. So give these ones a go. Make sure you check out the rest of my inside training playlist. If you want more ideas on how you can train at home by yourself, make sure you click that link on the screen right now. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.